Hello and welcome. This educational information is presented by Ursula, founder and owner of The Right Hand LLC. Our network of virtual assistants specialize in helping households, entrepreneurs, authors, and small to medium businesses in eliminating a little or a lot of administrative tasks so you can give more focus to your most critical goals and visions. Welcome to this three-part series entitled Using a Virtual Assistant. Episode 2. Interviewing and hiring a virtual assistant. There are a plethora of tasks that can be delegated to a virtual assistant. Episode 1 gave food for thought on what things you can delegate to a virtual assistant. This episode will provide you with guidance and tips on finding, interviewing, and hiring a virtual assistant. There are many valuable resources online where you can find a virtual assistant. During your search, keep two things handy at all times. 1. The task list you created for delegating to a virtual assistant. This will be helpful in comparing your needs to the skills of the VA or VA company. 2. Your budget. This will be helpful in comparing your needs to the price schedule of the potential virtual assistants. Much like hiring an employee, be sure that you review the resume and skills of all potential VAs and VA companies to be sure they have the expertise to handle your needs. Remember that an individual virtual assistant may be well versed in several areas, but a virtual assistant company will have many experts to accomplish all types of tasks. Once you have a handful of potential VAs, we suggest conducting both a verbal and visual interview. Conduct the first interview by phone so you can get an impression of the VA's communication skills. At that time, have your VA share their own business goals and expertise. Share your task list and get input from the VA as to whether they can handle your needs or not. Request the VA's pricing and billing structures. Be sure you know what tasks are billed per item and hourly. Request that the virtual assistant develop a loose plan of attack for the tasks you have shared and then schedule a video interview in 2 to 3 days. Between interviews, both you and the potential VA may develop other ideas to share. Conducting the second interview by video will not only put a face to the name, but also allow you to see the candidate's body language, as well as confirm they have program capability to conduct video conferences should that be a need of yours. In this interview, we suggest that you recap your needs, add anything you thought of since the first interview, and ask the candidate to share the plan of attack they came up with that you requested in the first interview. Recap the budget and billing process. Try to avoid making payments with programs that have fees, such as PayPal. A valuable VA or VA company will be one that doesn't just try to accomplish your task list, but becomes interested in the success of your business. An exceptional VA will include automation, cross-marketing, and strategies that will help you grow. Virtual assistants are certainly growing in popularity, but the management of such partnership takes a little bit of tweaking to what we might be traditionally used to. During the hiring process, keep a few things in mind. You are not paying taxes or incurring overhead for an employee, thereby saving money and additional work on your part. For accounting purposes, your VA can be set up as a marketing expense or as a subcontractor for whom you will issue a 1099. VA and VA companies manage their own overhead, taxes, healthcare insurance, etc., so forth. They should work within a reasonable industry rate, and a few dollars more in their rate could actually mean a great deal of savings to you. Once you have landed on the right virtual assistant for your needs, tie the partnership together with these few tips. Solidify your budget and make sure it's clear that hours over budget must first be approved by you. Set up the billing and payment program, again trying to avoid fee-based platforms. Agree on a work schedule so you know when your virtual assistant will be active and vice versa. Develop a communications plan. Perhaps a Monday email or phone call would be good to establish goals for the week, or maybe a Friday wrap-up to recap this week's accomplishments and touch on next week's goals. Now you can delegate your first set of tasks and make sure you have follow-up communication so your virtual assistant knows how they are performing in line with your goals and visions. We will have more for you in Episode 3 on managing a partnership with a virtual assistant, but these initial tips should get your partnership rolling. Now it's time to start saving time. While your partnership begins to form, keep these things prevalent in your mind. Your list of tasks to delegate, whether repetitive tasks or tasks that change often. Keep a current task list handy and revise it as needed. Budget. Review your invoices thoroughly and ask questions if you don't understand a charge. Communications. This is key. Both parties should be comfortable in sharing, critiquing, and working out solutions for the benefit of the partnership and ultimately the success of your business. A good partnership will accomplish your key tasks and promote future thinking for the growth of your business and the virtual assistant. Whew! Another episode chock full of great tips. We hope you will stay tuned for episode 3 in this series, Managing a Partnership with a Virtual Assistant. See you soon! On behalf of myself and my network of virtual assistants at the Right Hand LLC, thank you so much for your time. I hope this educational information has been of service to you. And should you ever need our help in eliminating a little or a lot of administrative tasks in your personal or business life, please call upon us and we can build a plan together.